Good morning, students. Today, let's learn about another drug, abrotanum. Abrotanum is a remedy given for marasmus. So, abrotanum, its full name is Artemisia abrotanum. Its common name is southern wood or lady's love. Its family is Compositae. You have already learned so many other drugs from Compositae family. The important one are Cinna, Camomilla, Calendula, Millefolium, etc. Here this abrotanum is also from Compositae family and thermally is very chilly and Miasm soric, Diathesis tubercular, and abrotanum is mainly a remedy for marasmus, also indicated for rheumatism, pleurisy, hydrocele, etc. And the guiding symptoms are, first point is marasmus. Here ascending type of marasmus or emaciation is noted, that is marasmus affecting lower limbs only. And second point is regarding rheumatism. Rheumatism is said as metastatic rheumatism because it occurs from suddenly checked diarrhea or from other secretions. So rheumatism after checked diarrhea or after checked secretions. Then third guiding symptom is ravenous hunger, that is losing flesh while eating well. Even though the patient is taking food, adequate food, there is losing flesh, as seen in iodum, natramur, tuberculinum, sulfur, sanicula, etc. Here also there is, even though the child has ravenous hunger, the patient is emaciated and loses flesh. Next point is tuberculous peritonitis, that is exudative pleurisy and other exudative process. It is a remedy for effusions and exudations, that is in serous membrane. Then next guiding symptom is the skin is flabby and hangs loose in fold. You have seen this symptom in sanicula also. The skin is flabby and hangs loose in fold, especially in neck region. It is noted in case of sanicula. The next symptom is alternating symptom. Here rheumatism and hemorrhoids alternate. Similarly, diarrhea and constipation alternate. Again, next guiding symptom, epistaxis, hydrocele or emaciation of little boys. So these are the guiding symptoms. First one is regarding marasmus, especially ascending type. That is the lower extremities are emaciated. So marasmus affecting the lower limbs is peculiar feature in case of marasmus of abrotanum. Then second point is metastatic rheumatism, that is rheumatism affecting as a result of suddenly checked diarrhea or from checked secretions. Then losing flesh while eating well, that is the patient has ravenous hunger, even then the patient loses flesh. Then next symptom is for serous effusions or pleurisy or peritonitis and other exudative process, that is exudative process and effusions. Then regarding skin, the skin is flabby and hangs loose in fold. The next symptom is alternating symptom. Here rheumatism and hemorrhoids alternate. Similarly, diarrhea and constipation alternate. Then also it is a remedy for epistaxis, hydrocele, emaciation, especially in little boys. So regarding the guiding symptom, you should remember the 4 points: marasmus, metastasis, exudation, alternating. These are these points to be remembered: marasmus, metastasis, exudation, alternating. Alternating symptoms is seen in hemorrhoids, rheumatism, diarrhea, constipation. Exudation especially in serous membrane. So serous effusions are mainly seen in abrotanum. Then metastasis, rheumatism, that is whenever the diarrhea is suddenly checked or other secretions are checked rheumatism occurs. And the peculiar feature of marasmus is that ascending nature, that is ascending emaciation is noticeable in Abrotanum. Then GAT symptom, the patient has ravenous hunger but loses flesh, that is losing flesh while eating well. This symptoms is seen in iodum, natramur, sanicula, tuberculum, etc. The next symptom is food passes undigested and omitting of large quantities of offensive fluid. There is vomiting and diarrhea, like that is passage of undigested food with bloated abdomen. Bloated abdomen is a noticeable feature in case of Abrotanum. Also pain in stomach, worse at night. Natural pain is cutting, gnawing pain. And also there is a sensation as if swimming in water. Stomach feels as if swimming in water with feels cold. So in GAT syndrome there is much hunger, but the patient loses flesh. And also vomiting, passage of undigested stool, bloated abdomen with pain and peculiar sensation as if stomach is swimming in water. And also there is passage of blood or moisture from navel, especially in newborn. This symptom is you have learned in calcareophos. So here there is passage of blood or moisture from umbilicals. Then there is hemorrhoids with frequent urging bloody stools, worse as rheumatic pain abate. Here the rheumatism and hemorrhoids has a seesaw appearance, that is if the symptoms of hemorrhoids are present, then rheumatic symptom is lessened, and vice versa. Next, pain in sacrum with hemorrhoids. Also remedy for ascarids and alternate diarrhea and constipation. So these are the GAT symptoms. So there is hunger, loses flesh, bloated abdomen, vomiting and passage of undigested material, then pain in abdomen due to this bloated feeling. There is a sensation as if stomach feels swimming in water, then oozing of moisture and blood from navel, hemorrhoids and rheumatic pains having a seesaw appearance, pain in sacrum. It is remedy for worms and alternation of diarrhea and constipation. Then marasmus. Marasmus is important. You have to study because can be asked. So marasmus, here especially the lower limbs are affected. The natramur has marasmus of neck region, but here in case of Abrotanum, marasmus affecting lower limbs, so it is called ascending marasmus. Then impaired nutrition, defective digestion, imperfect assimilation and absorption. This poor assimilation feature is again you have studied in Silesia, Calcarea carp, Calcareophos, etc. So all the milestones are delayed in Silesia, Calcarea carp, Calcareophos. Similarly, in case of marasmus of Abrotanum, there is impaired nutrition, defective digestion, imperfect assimilation and absorption. The next symptom is neck so weak, cannot hold up head. These symptoms again you have learned in Yathusa. Yathusa there is severe vomiting, and Yathusa have intolerance to milk. So milk is omitted in large curds. After vomiting, the patient feels much prostrated, and Yathusa child cannot hold the neck, hold the head up. Similarly, in case of Abrotanum also, the neck is so weak that cannot hold head up. Next symptom, great weakness and prostration and a kind of hectic fever after influenza in children unable to stand. So after any fever or influenza or any illness, the child becomes so weak and it cannot stand properly. Then child is ill-natured, irritable, cross and despondent, violent, inhuman, would like to do something cruel. Abrotanum child is generally a cruel child. So it is ill-natured, irritable, cross and despondent. But Kamomilla child is the worst child and most irritable child among these children. But this Abrotanum child is a cruel child. It is violent. It becomes violent, inhuman, would like to do something cruel. Then face of child is old, pale, wrinkled. Looks older than he is. So regarding marasmus affecting the lower extremities. That is called ascending marasmus. Then there is poor nutrition, poor digestion, assimilation and absorption. The patient is very weak, prostrated, cannot hold the head up. Then the child is a cruel child, very violent, inhuman, and would like to do something cruel. And the face appearance is old looking, pale and wrinkled. Then rheumatism. Rheumatism is also important. In rheumatism, for excessive pain before the swelling commences, usually in rheumatism and inflammatory processes, there is severe pain when the swelling occurs. But remember, in abrotanum, the pain is worse before the swelling commences. The next point, metastatic rheumatism from check diarrhea or other secretions, especially in gouty subject. So here, whenever the diarrhea or any other secretion gets suppressed or checked, rheumatism appears. So it is called metastatic rheumatism. Next, rheumatism alternate with hemorrhoids or with dysentery. Again, there is painful contraction of limbs from cramps or following colic. Then it is remedy for gout, where the joint becomes stiff, swollen with pricking pain, wrist, ankle joint become painful and inflamed. Also, there is lame sensation and soreness all over the body. And in rheumatism, generally the leg appears emaciated. So remember, in rheumatism, remember the pain. The pain appears before the swelling commences. Again, it is a remedy for metastatic rheumatism. The causation is sudden suppression or checked diarrhea or any other secretions result in rheumatism. So it is known as metastatic rheumatism. Then again, there is alternation of two symptoms. Here, the rheumatism alternates with diarrhea. Rheumatism alternate with hemorrhoids or with dysentery. Again, there is painful contraction of limbs and cramps. In gout, joint becomes inflamed with the pricking sensation, inflammation, lameness, soreness. And in generally, the child is emaciated also, so the leg appears emaciated. Then I have already said that the 4 points in the Gerding syndrome. Next is effusions or exudation. Here there is exudation or effusions in the serous membrane. So it can be given for tuberculous peritonitis or exudative pleurisy and other exudative processes. Again, after operation, upon the test for hydrothorax or empyema, a pressing sensation remains. These are the symptoms of abrotanum. I said about metastasis, that is metastatic rheumatism, marasmus, effusions and alternation. Remember these 4 points and apply in rheumatism, marasmus, effusions, etc. These 4 points, that is marasmus, metastasis, alteration, then effusions or exudations. These 4 points you should remember. Then coming to modalities, aggravation in cold air or from getting wet, from checked secretions, in fog during night, and amelioration from loose stool and from motion. Then look at the picture and recollect the points that you have learned. Even though we said that abrotanum, the complete name is Artemisia abrotanum and its common name is southern wood and Another name is also lady's love. Look at the picture. Then you see the marasmus child, that is the legs are emaciated with bloated abdomen, cannot hold the head because of the emaciation or weakness of the neck. Okay, then we can compare other drugs for marasmus. First, Ethusa. In Ethusa is mainly a remedy for milk intolerance. And there is vomiting of milk, especially large curd after taking milk. And also there is diarrhea. This both vomiting and diarrhea is followed by weakness, prostration, sleepiness. And the child cannot hold the head up. Then you also learn iodine. Iodine is the hottest baby. Here the emaciation of whole body. But there is induration of glands. Glands are all indurated. Iodine baby also has ravenous hunger, but loses flesh all the time. Again, the abdomen is distended with gas. But in case of iodine, the constipation is relieved by taking cold milk. So, iodine hottest baby. Then Natrum-Mur. Natrum-Mur emaciation more marked in the neck area, neckum throat. And the Natrum-Mur baby craves for salt, and it has a much aversion for bread, and also given for bad effects of overuse of salt. Then Silesia baby is has complaints due to poor assimilation, and it is mainly rachitic child, and it has often much sweating about the head, and the child also has desire for to be magnetized, and remember it has shy stool also. Calcarea phos, calcarea carb, all this again has poor assimilation. But in case of calcarea carb, the baby body whole body is emaciated and it is slow in learning to walk. And also there is delayed closure of fontanelles. Then tuberculum baby, again physically very weak, whole body emaciated. Again the tuberculum baby has losing of flesh even though living well. Again sulfur baby are emaciated with pot bellied, and sulfur baby has many skin symptoms also, and it dislike bathing. Then sanicula emaciation progressive ആയിരിക്കും. പിന്നെ child look old, dirty, greasy, brownish. പിന്നെ ചൈൽഡിൻ്റെ സ്കിന്ന് അബൌട്ട് ദ നെക്ക് ആണെങ്കിൽ റിങ്കിൾഡ് ആയിരിക്കും. ഇതിലും അങ്ങനെയാണ് പറഞ്ഞ അബ്രോട്ടാനത്തിൽ. അതേപോലെയാണ് സാനിക്കുലയിലും. സ്കിൻ അറൗണ്ട് ദ നെക്ക് ഇസ് റിങ്കിൾഡ്, ഹാങ് ഇൻ ഫോൾഡ്. But these are the remedies you have to compare in marasmus. Thank you.